Thank you very much to be with the Airway News.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, what is your analysis on this?
It seems that this 20-point plan was done in coordination between Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu, and they've presented it now when it seems that they're in full agreement on its contents.
So, do you think Hamas is going to agree on this?
It remains to be seen. It looks like it'll be difficult for Hamas to agree on one hand, but it's also going to be difficult for them to reject it. It's going to be difficult because it requires them to fully disarm and accept a less than complete withdrawal of Israeli forces from the Gaza Strip and have no role in any future governance of the Gaza Strip. It's going to be difficult for them to reject it, obviously, because there's a mounting pressure on them from the Arab world, from Israel, and now from the United States to accept this proposal. And it may be that they have very few options left.
So the big development in this, which I see, is like the participation of Muslim countries and Arab countries. I attended their meeting, President Trump was meeting there at the sidelines of the UN. It seems like he had like all the support from the Muslim and Arab countries regarding this peace agreement. What is your information like?
Yes, it sounds that he definitely consulted Arabs and Muslims in this agreement, and this can be seen as quite positive. Obviously, it would be difficult to implement a peace deal without their acceptance, certainly, and so this sort of indicates it's a different vision from this Trump administration that, the participation, the approval of allies in that region is important. I think that the Trump administration has always known that the Arab countries will need to be involved, certainly in the reconstruction of the Gaza Strip. But in order for them to accept to be involved in reconstruction, to fund the reconstruction, they would have to be consulted also in the terms. They cannot just simply show up and fund the reconstruction.
If we talk about the surrender of Hamas, Mahmoud Abbas, when he spoke to the UN, he said the same thing, like Hamas should, put on the arms and, so the situation can just get better. So, do you think that the people in Gaza are just now sick and tired of this kind of situation? They want peace?
It's difficult for me from here to assess what people in Gaza would be demanding or thinking. But from here, I can certainly imagine that they're very tired of this war. I think it's a very small area. Everyone has lost loved ones and lost homes and businesses. They've been displaced multiple times, and so I think that they definitely want to see this war end as soon as possible.
What is your what is your thought about the presence of they're going to establish International Security Force (ISF), the Muslim country, the soldiers from Muslim countries and the Arab countries going to come there and take the control of security. So, what do you think? It's a good decision. Like it's a good choice.
It's difficult to assess, and obviously this is a is a workaround because Israel is refusing the Palestinian Authority's involvement, and so this is sort of instead of, and so this has not happened before in Israel Palestine, and so it's difficult to imagine what that would look like on the ground, which countries are going to participate and in what capacity. But I cannot imagine it being sort of like a seamless solution.
So what do you think about the President Trump, that he just all these efforts are genuine efforts from him to bring peace in Gaza, or just he's like playing his game or something like that? What is your opinion like?
I think that President Trump genuinely wants to see an end to the war. But the details matter, especially for people in that region. Now, whether or not those details will work to their benefit this is what we're going to see next. But I do think that this administration wants to see that war end.
One last question: don't you think that President Trump is the only person who can pressurize Israeli Prime Minister to just give away some kind of option, whatever he was talking? But he don't want to leave Gaza. He said Israeli security forces are going to take care of Gaza after that. But he agreed finally that Israeli forces will pull out.
Yes, I think President Trump is uniquely capable of pressuring Israel, and then this is evidenced by we saw today the readout of the call, the trilateral call that they had with the Prime Minister of Qatar, where Israel apologized. And so I think this would have not happened had it not been for pressure from Trump. So this definitely indicates, Trump is a major, the only ally, the strongest ally of Israel right now. And yes, he is capable of putting pressure. on Israel, whichever way he wants to.
So I think the next 72 hours are very important, right?
I don't know. I think after the 72 hours are in reference to after the acceptance, but it remains to be seen whether Hamas accepts first for these 72 hours to go into effect.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.